The state of Oregon is better known for its rugged natural beauty than for its sunshine. But the sun will definitely play a part in this house call. I'm on my way to Salem, Oregon, home of Jeannie and William Bragg and their dog Lacey. The Braggs have a family room that gets very little light, and they'd love to brighten it up. I think a tubular skylight would be perfect for them. And today, we're going to cut a hole in the roof and install one together.
How's it going?
Excellent. How are you?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Hi.
Welcome.
Who's this?
Lacey.
Hey, Lacey. How are you? I don't know about you, but I am ready to cut a hole in your roof. What do you say?
All right, let's do it.
Shall we do it?
This way. Okay, come on, Lacey. Come on, good girl. This is the room.
Oh yeah, this is quite a bit darker than the rest of the house, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think part of it's because of this paneling in here, probably soaking up a lot of light.
Yeah, we replaced the carpet. We put a white carpet in here.
That helped.
And we were thinking we sit on this side. We thought we put it up in this area right up here.
Okay. A tubular skylight consists of a roof dome, lightweight reflective tubing, and ceiling diffuser. Sunlight enters the dome, is channeled down the reflective tubing, and enters the room through a diffuser, softly illuminating up to 100 square feet. All right, so let's get a piece of tape and put it up here right now. With a piece of masking tape, Jeannie marks her preferred location for the diffuser.
Teamwork. Okay, so that's the ideal spot.
Next, she uses a stud finder to locate the ceiling joists.
There it is.
We're going to drop this tubular skylight in between the ceiling joists. We don't want to be cutting those.
Our goal is to cut a 14-inch diameter hole in the ceiling, centered between the ceiling joists. Jeannie begins by drilling an exploratory hole, where we believe the center point to be.
I want you to push this through the hole.
Then she inserts a coat hanger through the hole and into the attic. From inside the attic, William locates the coat hanger and checks to make sure we're clear of the joists. Then he positions a flashlight alongside the coat hanger and aims the beam up to a clear spot between the rafters, which he marks. Next, he drills a hole through the roof and leaves the bit protruding so it can be seen from the outside. Now we have an unobstructed line from the roof, through the attic, into the family room. The bit marks the center point for the opening we'll be cutting in the roof. William, this is the flashing that eventually the skylight dome is going to attach to. Right now, though, I want to get it centered over that drill bit, so if you get directly over it, look down, and let me know if I need to move this a little bit.
That's looking pretty good.
Right there?
Yeah, right there.
All right, now I want to take this lumber crayon right here and draw a circle on the inside of this, right up next to the edge. Okay? The flashing acts as a template for the opening we'll soon be making.
Good.
Excellent.
Okay, looks good.
So we're about to cut a hole in your roof,
Right.
which is what I've been waiting for.
Right.
That's why I came.
Exactly. This is what I was a little worried about.
One thing I don't want to happen is to have this fall through and punch a hole in your ceiling.
I agree with you.
Okay, so this is a little technique we can use to prevent that from happening. This is just a screw. I'm going to put this about 3 inches or so from the edge of the cut. By slipping the end of a pry bar over the screw head, we've now got a handle that will allow us to keep a grip on the cutout. Finally, the moment William has been anxiously anticipating. Using a reciprocating saw, I begin cutting that hole in the roof. Okay, William, want to give it a try?
Sure, I'll try.
I'll get out of your way here.
All right.
Okay. Excellent. Okay, there we go. There's your hole. Next, we slip the reciprocating saw under the shingles and cut the roofing nails around the edge of the hole. This will allow us to slip the flashing underneath the shingles. We secure the flashing to the roof with a few screws. Okay, William, go ahead. With the flashing in place, we slip a section of reflective tube through the center, then set the plastic roof dome in position and secure it with screws. Okay, guys, time to cut your ceiling now. We've destroyed your roof, now your ceiling. Now it's time to cut a hole in the family room ceiling for the diffuser. A drywall saw gets the job done in a couple of minutes. What we're going to do now is we're going to construct a long tube, which is going to go up through that hole and connect to that piece that we put up on the roof. Okay. It comes in sections like this, and what I want to do is ask you guys to go ahead
and hook these together. First of
Okay.
all, start by putting these tabs in these slots right here.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
We assemble the individual solar tube sections by simply inserting tabs through corresponding slots.
Okay, I think we're ready to go.
Okay, now this is aluminum tape. It's got a peel and stick backing on it, so peel the back off it, William, if you will.
Okay.
We're going to put this right on top of the joint. Okay.
The tape will
Well,
hold the
I'll make
sections
sure you
together and prevent light from leaking out at the seams.
If you would, just-
Burnishing
there you go.
or rubbing with a cardboard roller ensures a good seal.
Okay, Jeannie, can you pick that up now? 1 sec. We're going to assemble the first two sections. That one goes right inside here. About an inch and a half.
We assemble the sections by simply inserting one inside the other and then taping the joints.
Down this joint. Now this is long enough so it's going to go all the way up and connect to that.
The assembled sections are lifted through the ceiling hole, aligned,
Okay, I see.
and slipped over the roof section we installed earlier.
Okay.
Okay, and just
A flange on the bottom section is screwed into the ceiling. And finally, the diffuser, which will soften the light, is snapped in place.
all the way up.
I think it's in place.
Boy, I tell you, I can't believe the amount of light that's coming through that. That's incredible.
Unbelievable.
It's really lightened up this whole corner of the room.
Yeah, look at the way it's bouncing off the paneling back
That was
here.
great.
Well, I think we got what we were after here, don't you?
I think it's
definitely.
fantastic.
Definitely, this is
Thank you.
Calls for a celebration. I have something here for you, a little souvenir for the mantle. The first time you cut a hole in your roof, I think you should have that as a memento, huh?
Oh my God.
Something to remember the experience.
I can't believe we
by.
did it.
We did.
We did. This is great.
And this was the part of the job that you were a little concerned about.
Yeah, I was worried.
I was
mean,
terrified of doing this, frankly.
Well, I was really hoping you were going to do it, Ron. You know?
And I made you cut it.
That's
right?
it.
All right,
That's
listen,
it.
guys. Enjoy this. It was a pleasure working with you.
Thank
and
you very much.
we'll figure out.
You know, sometimes a hole in your roof can be a good thing, really brighten up your life.